Spiritual Manthan.
Hey, everyone. Today, I want to dive deep into something that most of us experience but rarely recognize: hamster wheels. No, I'm not talking about those cute little cages with squeaky wheels for your pet hamster. I'm talking about the metaphorical hamster wheels that trap us in endless cycles of frustration and dissatisfaction. Life often feels like a race, doesn't it? A never-ending pursuit of goals and achievements that keep us constantly on the move. In this relentless pace, we might find ourselves trapped in repetitive cycles that offer little real progress or satisfaction. Life has taught me a profound lesson. Whenever we stray from our true path or dreams, the universe works tirelessly to guide us back. It's as if the universe is a wise teacher, always trying to help us fulfill our destiny. When we pay attention to the signs and make the right choices, life flows smoothly and effortlessly. Everything seems to fall into place, and we move forward with joy and ease. However, if we ignore these signs, the universe has to take a more drastic approach to get our attention. This can manifest as obstacles and challenges that force us to stop and rethink our path. Many of us, myself included, have learned life's important lessons the hard way. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is to avoid getting stuck in negative thought patterns or mental hamster wheels. These cycles of passive-aggressive thoughts and behaviors only lead to more pain and suffering. To live a more fulfilling and aligned life, it's crucial to pay attention to the signs the universe sends us. So, let's explore 3 significant hamster wheels that the universe particularly wants to help you escape today. The hamster wheel of egoism. Egoism is a beast that sneaks up on us, often without us even realizing it. Imagine this: you're at a social gathering, and the conversation turns to achievements. Suddenly, there's a burning desire within you to outshine everyone else. You start to boast about your latest promotion or the expensive vacation you just took. This is egoism in action, and it's a trap. But why do we fall into it? The need for validation is deeply ingrained in us. We crave recognition and often believe that our worth is tied to our accomplishments. However, this excessive focus on oneself, often at the expense of others, creates a vicious cycle that offers no real satisfaction. When you are trapped in the hamster wheel of egoism, your world becomes very small. Everything revolves around you, your needs, your desires, and your ambitions. This self-centeredness might bring short-term gains, but it ultimately leads to a shallow existence. The more you focus on proving yourself, the more you neglect the deeper, more meaningful aspects of life. It's like running on a treadmill. No matter how fast you go, you're not actually getting anywhere. Breaking free from this cycle requires a shift in perspective. Instead of seeing life as a competition where you have to be the best, start viewing it as a journey where you can grow and help others grow. Consider the concept of mercy points, as in a video game. In many games, you earn points by helping others or making compassionate choices. Life can be similar. By showing kindness and understanding towards others, you not only help them, but also enrich your own life. Saint Augustine once said, "There is no sin that a human being does that another human does not." This powerful statement reminds us that we all have the potential to make mistakes. Given the right circumstances, anyone can falter. Therefore, it's important to avoid harsh judgment. The flaws and errors you see in others could easily be your own if you were in their situation. This understanding fosters empathy and helps you step off the hamster wheel of egoism. Think about the roles we play in life. Sometimes we are the hunter, pursuing our goals, and other times we are the prey, trying to avoid pitfalls. In either role, mistakes are inevitable. However, recognizing this shared human experience can help you develop a deeper connection with others. When you understand that everyone is doing their best with the circumstances they have, you start to see people differently. This shift in perspective allows you to move from a place of egoism to a place of empathy and understanding. One of the biggest challenges in overcoming egoism is learning to accept and forgive the flaws and mistakes of others. This acceptance must start with ourselves. If you can't accept your own imperfections, you will struggle to accept others. As we age, our bodies change, and we make decisions that might not always be popular or wise. This is a part of the human experience. To truly love someone, you must accept their flaws, and this acceptance begins within. Self-acceptance is a journey. It involves looking at yourself honestly, acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses, and understanding that you are enough just as you are. When you reach this place of self-acceptance, you stop needing external validation. Your worth is no longer tied to your achievements or how others perceive you. You find contentment in being yourself. The universe teaches us that showing mercy and understanding towards others brings the same back to us. It's a reflection. If you project kindness and compassion, you will receive it in return. This is not just a moral teaching, it's a practical way to live a more fulfilling life. When you let go of the need to be better than others and start focusing on being the best version of yourself, you step off the hamster wheel of egoism. The hamster wheel of egoism keeps you trapped in a cycle of superficiality and dissatisfaction. To break free, shift your focus from yourself to others. Show kindness, practice empathy, and start with self-acceptance. Remember that everyone has their own struggles and that your worth is not tied to external achievements. By doing so, you will find deeper satisfaction and a more meaningful life. The hamster wheel of problems. Problems are a constant in life, and how we handle them defines our overall well-being. Some problems bark loudly, demanding our immediate attention, while others are silent, lurking in the background until they become too big to ignore. Let's explore the nature of these problems and how we can effectively step off the hamster wheel they create. Silent problems are like ticking time bombs. They don't demand immediate attention, but if left unchecked, they can cause significant damage. Think about those health checkups you've been putting off, like a prostate exam, a dental appointment, or a routine blood test. These silent issues are easy to ignore because they don't cause immediate pain. However, neglecting them can lead to serious health problems down the line. By the time you notice something is wrong, it might be too late to fix it easily. Silent problems aren't limited to health. They also include unresolved conflicts or difficult conversations you've been avoiding. Maybe it's a strained relationship with a family member, a disagreement with a partner, or an issue at work that you're too afraid to bring up. These problems don't scream for your attention, but they quietly erode your peace of mind and well-being. Addressing these silent problems early can prevent them from becoming overwhelming. It's like fixing a small leak before it turns into a flood. On the other hand, noisy problems are the ones that consume our thoughts and energy. These are the frustrations and worries that we vocalize often. They include our complaints about the state of the world, our baseless jealousies, or stressing over minor inconveniences like gaining a few extra pounds before a big event. These noisy problems are like barking dogs. They seem urgent, but they rarely pose a real threat. The more attention we give them, the more they seem to multiply. Focusing on noisy problems can distract us from the silent ones that truly need our attention. It's easy to get caught up in the noise because it's right in front of us, constantly demanding our focus. However, by spending too much time on these minor issues, we lose sight of the bigger picture. Life is short, and if we waste it worrying about things that don't really matter, we miss out on the moments that do. To step off the hamster wheel of problems, we need to change our approach. First, prioritize addressing silent problems. Make those health appointments, have those difficult conversations, and resolve conflicts before they escalate. By taking care of these silent issues, you prevent them from becoming major stressors in your life. Second, learn to manage noisy problems effectively. This doesn't mean ignoring them completely, but rather putting them in perspective. Ask yourself if the issue will matter in 5 years. If the answer is no, then it's probably not worth the stress it's causing you now. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. This shift in perspective can help you live a more peaceful and present life. Your mind is like a movie projector, and your reality is the movie playing on the screen. The thoughts you focus on shape your experience. By changing your thoughts, you can change your reality. Practice gratitude by acknowledging the good things in your life. This doesn't mean ignoring your problems, but rather balancing them with positive thoughts and experiences. In life, only two things can truly stop you: death and yourself. Often, we are our own biggest obstacle. Negative thoughts and worries can paralyze us, preventing us from taking action and moving forward. Don't stand in your own way. Recognize that you have the power to change your thoughts and, in turn, your reality. The universe wants you to live a fulfilling life, but it can't do the work for you. Pay attention to the silent problems, manage the noisy ones, and shift your focus to positive and constructive thoughts. By doing so, you step off the hamster wheel of problems and start living a more balanced and meaningful life. The hamster wheel of problems keeps you stuck in a cycle of stress and frustration. To break free, prioritize addressing silent problems before they become overwhelming. Manage noisy problems by putting them in perspective and focusing on what truly matters. Remember, your thoughts shape your reality. By shifting your focus to positive and constructive thoughts, you can create a more peaceful and fulfilling life. The hamster wheel of appearances. We live in a society obsessed with appearances. From social media to reality TV, we are constantly bombarded with images of what success and happiness should look like. This creates a pressure to conform, to achieve, and to present ourselves in a way that meets societal expectations. However, this obsession with appearances often leads us into a never-ending cycle of dissatisfaction and self-doubt, the hamster wheel of appearances. Imagine you're at a party and you overhear someone talking about their recent success. Maybe they just bought a new car, got a promotion, or went on an exotic vacation. Instantly, you feel a pang of jealousy. You start to compare yourself to them and feel inadequate. This is the hamster wheel of appearances in action. It pushes you to measure your worth by external standards and achievements, rather than by your own values and happiness. The pursuit of societal success can be exhausting. You might spend years climbing the corporate ladder, accumulating wealth, or striving for physical perfection, only to realize that these achievements don't bring the fulfillment you expected. You could be living in a mansion surrounded by luxury, but if inside you feel worthless because of an inferiority complex, you will never find peace or contentment. Your internal struggles will overshadow any external success. Consider this: if you're constantly worried about how others view you, you'll find yourself on a never-ending treadmill. The more you strive to impress others, the more you lose touch with your own true desires and values. You might achieve societal benchmarks of success, but at what cost? Your inner happiness and self-worth cannot be measured by external achievements. This obsession with appearances creates a situation where your climb to what you think is the top becomes a slide into personal misery. It's like climbing a ladder to success, only to find that each rung makes you feel heavier and more burdened, turning your ascent into a descent into hell. The universe doesn't want you to get caught up in this hamster wheel of appearances. It wants you to realize that you don't need so much to be happy. Many of the things you think you need are just illusions, mental traps that keep you distracted and prevent you from finding true happiness. So, how do you step off this hamster wheel? First, recognize that your worth is not tied to external achievements. Your true value comes from within you, from your unique self. If you didn't exist, nothing else in your life would matter. Your existence is what gives everything else meaning. When the universe throws you a curveball and takes away something material, don't get angry or upset. Perhaps what the universe wants is for you to understand, once and for all, that the only thing you truly need to be happy is yourself. When you lose something material, it's an opportunity to realize that your happiness doesn't depend on those things. It's a reminder that your true worth is internal. Everyone has their own path, and chasing someone else's idea of success will only lead you further away from your own happiness. Find what truly matters to you and pursue it with passion, not because it will make you look successful to others, but because it brings you joy and satisfaction. Start by defining what success means to you. Is it having a loving family, creating art, traveling the world, or helping others? Whatever it is, let that be your guide. Don't let societal expectations dictate your path. When you pursue what truly matters to you, you'll find that external validation becomes less important. You'll be content with your choices because they align with your values and desires. Next, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Recognize that you are enough just as you are. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. Your value is inherent. When you accept yourself fully, you stop seeking validation from others. You become more resilient to criticism and less affected by the opinions of others. Finally, surround yourself with people who support and uplift you. Build a community of like-minded individuals who value you for who you are, not for what you have or what you've achieved. These relationships will provide the support and encouragement you need to stay true to yourself. The hamster wheel of appearances keeps you stuck in a cycle of dissatisfaction and self-doubt. To break free, recognize that your worth is not tied to external achievements. Define what success means to you, practice self-compassion, and surround yourself with supportive people. Remember, your true value comes from within. By stepping off the hamster wheel of appearances, you can live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment and share your thoughts. As always, wishing you a beautiful day.